Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
This is PageantCasTV, and we're with Jehan. She is Miss Washingtonian Galaxy International. We're in Chicago, Illinois, where the Miss Galaxy International pageant is going on. How are you doing?
Great. A little tired. I didn't realize the rehearsals would kick my butt as such because I am a dancer. So they're definitely giving me a run for my money today in rehearsals.
Well, that's good. That keeps everybody honest there. So Washingtonian, what is that area?
The area is the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. I'm actually representing the D.C. metropolitan area as a whole. Because a lot of times people say I'm from D.C., but they really live maybe in Silver Spring or they live across the bridge in Northern Virginia. So I thought it would be very unique to represent the area as a whole, especially with President Obama being there and a lot of people being attracted to the area. Okay.
So tell me what got you started in pageants?
Well, before the Miss Galaxy International pageant, I actually did USA twice, and I placed top 5 in both. So that was probably my first experience with pageants. I think for the most part, every little girl wants to have like a crown on their head and a pretty dress, and I've always been put in the performing arts, such as dance and modeling. So I thought pageantry would be the next step.
Okay. So how did you prepare for today's pageant?
How did I prepare? Let's see. Well, I think the biggest thing for me was making sure my wardrobe complimented me. The pageant systems differ in various ways, and one thing I can say about Galaxy International, it is about glam. So if you want to do Miss Galaxy International, you have to be a glam girl. So I wanted to make sure my wardrobe definitely reflected that feel.
Right.
And then just getting in shape. I never had to do the gym before because I was a dancer. I got a personal trainer, so just so that I could be extra fit. So definitely worked hard to be here. Happy to be here. No matter what happens, of course, I want to win. But I'm happy to be here, and I've met a lot of new friends.
That's fantastic. So one quick fun question.
Sure.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? What is it, and why am I missing it? I hear the song. Oh, I got it. Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman,
okay.
Yes. I think everybody wants their shining knight in armor, and I like how she got dressed up in the movie and she transformed. I think we all go through a transformation at some point in our lives. Maybe not as drastic as the one in Pretty Woman, but I definitely like that storyline.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Cheer her on. She's competing at Miss Galaxy International.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Welcome to PageantCasTV. I am so excited. We're here at the Miss Galaxy International pageants, and I'm with one of the Team UK girls. This is Melissa. She is Miss England Galaxy International. Hello.
Hello.
I just heard something about you I did not know. I heard that your hometown is the same as the Beatles.
Yes, it is Liverpool.
Oh, wonderful. You love them?
Yeah, I do. Because I sing as well, so.
You do?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
Let It Be, that's what I'm going to be singing.
What's your, Let It Be?
Let It Be, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
So do you like the later Beatles or the early Beatles more?
I
You
like
got on one of my favorite subjects, so you're getting off in a little bit.
No, I like all the Beatles. I like them so much because I know their first ever manager, Sam Leach. I'm really good friends with him. So that's why I'm so interested in them, because he tells me all the old stories about them.
Okay.
So it's really good.
All right, we're going to change subjects, everybody. So, tell me, how did you get started with pageants?
Pageants, my mum entered me into a pageant when I was 15 because I was a tomboy. She wanted me to be more.
You were a tomboy.
I was a big tomboy, love football.
You do realize there's a crown on your head?
I do.
Okay.
I still love sports, but I do love to wear a crown and get dolled up and things like that.
Okay.
But I did used to be
Alright.
an active on like football and things like that.
Now, in the UK, pageants have not been as huge as they are here in the United States. It's relatively new that people are so involved, right?
Well, in the UK, pageants have become massive recently, especially the Galaxy pageant here is like one of the biggest pageants. Everyone I know is wanting to enter it next year. It's gone
I'm sure Holly's happy to hear that.
She's made up to hear that,
That's fantastic. So, what changed? Why is it big now?
I'm not sure what changed. I think people just took more of an interest in it. More people started entering them. Friends seeing their friends entering them.
It wasn't the wedding? I thought maybe the royal wedding. Everybody said, "Oh, I will take one of those." Give me a crown.
Everyone wanted to feel a bit like a princess with the crown, so maybe that had something to do with it as well. Who knows?
You never know. You never do know. So, how did you prepare? Because over there isn't, I call it the pageant infrastructure. There isn't like, oh, you're going in a pageant. Which pageant is it? Oh, you go to that dressmaker and you go to that coach. How did you prepare?
We had a lot of help from Holly, our director, because
she's competed over here.
Over in America a lot. So she's had the experience. She gave us all the advice we needed and told us what type of dresses to wear, what we needed to speak like. Because a lot of people can't understand our accent over here. So she has helped us a lot. So she's been a lifesaver.
That's great. And you guys have a great website. I see.
She updates it every 2 minutes, literally.
It is amazing. Every time I go, oh, look at the news. Maybe there's something new. It's never maybe. There's always something new out there. But a lot of that is, all of you have been making a lot of appearances.
We're doing so many appearances. And I think, I'm sure Holly struggled to keep up with everyone doing them all, because every time we went on the website, there was new appearances for everyone. So I'm proud of Holly for keeping on top of it.
Now, is it tough to get appearances, or are they coming pretty easily these days?
As soon as you mention that you are Miss Galaxy England or anything like that, then people all of a sudden take an interest in you. You put your sash and crown on, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you can come here, you can, this shop's opening, you can cut this ribbon, and it just opens up more doors. So it hasn't been too hard now.
All right. Well, I see that your group is about to get photos taken.
Yes,
so we'll cut it here. But thank you so much. It was wonderful to talk to you. I've been Facebook chatting with you. I didn't know that I'd ever get to meet you, and here we are.
I know, it's so surreal to see everyone. Seeing everyone on Twitter and Facebook and now.
And everybody, you have to stand the way that your Facebook picture is. Otherwise they don't know who you are.
I know.
I got to bring out my.
I'm smiling on my Facebook pictures.
You're smiling all the time. Actually, right now you're in a swimsuit, and I can't wait to see you that way later on. Thanks so much. This is PageantCast TV, and we're here in Chicago, Illinois for the Galaxy International Pageants. And we're talking to Miss Wyoming Galaxy International. She's Amber. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well today.
Okay. Was it a lot? Did you fly? Did you drive out here?
I flew from Denver International Airport to Midway Airport, so it was about a 2-hour flight.
Oh, you had to go into Midway. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it took a
Next
while to
time
get
over here. Right. Yeah, it takes a long time from Midway to get here, because for those that don't know, Midway's on the south side of Chicago. We're on the north side, which can be a 2-hour drive. So I hope it didn't take that long for you.
It wasn't too terribly long.
Okay, well, glad to hear that. Now you're here and you're competing in Galaxy.
Yes.
I had the photo shoot yesterday and the white cocktail party. Now, what is that all about?
It was just a party, basically, where all the queens got together. It was just kind of a relaxing event, but we all had to wear white cocktail dresses, and it's very formal and very beautiful.
Yeah, and it's up on the top floor here at the hotel, so a lot of fun out there as well. That's fantastic. So how did you get involved in beauty pageants to begin with?
Well, I originally competed in the Miss Nebraska local pageant system. I was runner-up 2 times in the local pageants there, and then I aged out of the competitions there. And
my favorite phrase,
yes.
aged out. Okay.
And then I moved to Kansas, worked at the crime lab there, and then I moved to Wyoming for my job. I'm a forensic toxicologist, and I found out about the Galaxy pageant system this year, and I was like, well, I love pageants, and wanted to become involved, and I titled, and here I am today.
Fantastic. So how did you prepare for the pageant?
Well, I changed up my wardrobe, been working on interview and thanks to my pageant walk and everything like that.
Wait a minute. How did you work on interview? Everybody has a different theory on this.
Well, I've just been preparing like questions and stuff. We give the judges fact bio sheets.
Right.
And, basically need to memorize what you put on there. So just in case the judges ask anything off of there. I also, have experience testifying in court with my job. Give a lot of expert witness testimony and stuff. And so I'm very used to public speaking and things like that. So.
Yeah, but that's very formal, and you almost don't want to be that formal.
Correct.
For this.
But it does help though, because it's similar.
Okay. That's great. I was just thinking with interview, when I'm judging, I pride myself to find things on their bio sheet and just asking a question that's somewhat related but will screw up the contestant. I love doing it because I like to see if they can think on their feet.
Yeah, it's a very good
You
technique.
have interview tomorrow morning, if
Yes.
I recall correctly.
Sure do.
So are you looking forward to that, getting it over with, or how do you feel? Are you anxious?
I'm actually pretty relaxed right now. I know it's the national pageant and everything, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. And, having the judges ask me certain questions because I'm kind of interesting, so I don't know.
Fantastic. Hey, a quick fun question. What's your favorite movie?
The Man from Snowy River. I'm from Wyoming, so I love horse movies. Yeah, I know.
All right, interview's over. Okay. Thanks so much. The correct answer, by the way, is Jaws. Okay, best of luck to you in the competition. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a fun group, so you're going to have a blast. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
This is PageantCast TV, and I'm so excited. I'm standing here with Brittany. She's Miss West Coast Galaxy International. We're at the Galaxy International Pageants. So tell me a little bit about West Coast. Where on the West Coast? It's a long coast.
It's a long coast. I run it all.
You run
all
the whole
of
thing?
it. Yes.
With
absolutely.
an iron hand?
Absolutely. I do it from Vegas, though.
From Vegas?
Yeah, so it's nice.
Vegas is your capital city.
That's the capital of everything, including running the West Coast.
Okay, well, certainly for pageants. There's a lot of pageants.
It's the perfect place. I've gotten to see Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss America, and some of the other pageants.
I was out at USA.
Yes,
it was a lot of fun.
So, it's right down the street. I don't have to book a plane ticket or a room.
Now, is that what got you interested in pageants, or what got you interested?
You know what? I always wanted to compete in pageants for forever. I just started a few years ago, when I graduated college, and it helps. It definitely helps to be there where you're always surrounded by it, and every time I go to one, I'm like, okay, I want to compete again. I got to do it again. I'm like, I'm gonna retire. No, I'm not. After I go to see one pageant, one more. Yeah.
So how do you prepare for a pageant? What do you do?
Most of my preparation is kind of just more mental, I think, mental and physical. Of course, the dress shopping and all that stuff is fun, but I think physically it's important for me to have my mind right and just be really healthy and just have everything together inside, and then the outside stuff I think comes.
Now, do you do the coaching thing, or do friends and family tell you what's wrong with you?
Yes, they tell me what's wrong with me all the time. Absolutely. I don't really have a coach or anything. I have some friends that have competed. I have a lot of people, a lot of organizations that I work with, so I just find people there that will help me. They're really good with interviews, so I'll go and do interview stuff with them. Okay. Some fashion people. I pick and choose people that may not necessarily be in pageantry, but are good at what they do for the pieces of pageantry that I need. So I kind of do things really weird sometimes, but it works.
All right.
I think.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time. It was lovely to get to know you a little bit better. We wish you the best of luck and success.
Thank you very much.